What if your lack of motivation isn't a flaw but a symptom of something deeper? In this powerful 20-minute video, we explore the idea that it's not motivation we're missing, but meaning. Drawing from the teachings of Carl Jung, we dive into the heart of what truly drives us. Jung believed that our unconscious mind holds the key to our purpose, and that by facing our inner world, our shadow, our pain, our unlived life, we can reclaim the energy we've lost chasing external validation. If you've ever felt stuck, uninspired, or like you're living on autopilot, this message is for you. We'll guide you through powerful questions, emotional truths, and real-world insights that reveal why tapping into your personal meaning is far more sustainable than waiting for motivation to appear. Expect deep reflection, clarity, and a renewed sense of direction. This isn't just a pep talk, it's a psychological awakening. Have you ever wondered why motivation never lasts? Why you feel a burst of energy for a few days, maybe a week, and then it disappears? It's not because you're lazy or broken. It's because you're running on fumes on surface-level goals that aren't tied to anything deeper. Carl Jung once said, "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart." Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. What if you don't need another motivational quote or productivity hack? What if what you really need is meaning? Today, we're going to explore why motivation fades and why meaning is what fuels a life worth living. This isn't about hype, it's about healing. It's about coming home to yourself. So let's begin. Part 1. The myth of motivation. We've been taught to chase motivation, to wait for it, to manufacture it. But here's the truth. Motivation is fleeting because it's reactive. It depends on mood, momentum, or external rewards. Think about it. How many times have you started something because you felt inspired, only to abandon it when the inspiration wore off? Jung believed that when we ignore our deeper truths, our unconscious mind, we lose energy. Not just physical energy, but psychic energy. And that's why motivation dries up. Because you're not connected to the root of why you're doing what you're doing. Ask yourself, am I chasing this goal because I truly value it? Or because I'm afraid of being unworthy without it? Part 2. The power of personal meaning. Meaning is different. Meaning doesn't come from the outside. It grows from within, from your wounds, your values, your soul's calling. Jung introduced the concept of individuation, the process of becoming your true self. This journey requires you to confront the parts of yourself you've disowned. Your shadow. According to Jung, the shadow isn't bad. It's simply hidden, your pain, your desires, your forgotten dreams. When you deny your shadow, you live a fragmented life. But when you integrate it, you find your wholeness, and in that wholeness, you find your meaning. Meaning is what gets you out of bed when the world feels heavy. It's what carries you through pain, through fear, through uncertainty. It's not about hype, it's about alignment. Part 3. The shadow and the unconscious. Let's talk more about the shadow. What part of you have you been ignoring? What truth are you afraid to speak? Jung believed the unconscious speaks to us through symbols, dreams, and emotions. So if you've been feeling tired, lost, disconnected, it's not a signal to push harder. It's a signal to listen deeper. You don't lack willpower. You lack connection to your story, your values, your inner truth. Imagine your shadow as the part of you holding the map to your meaning. But it's buried beneath layers of guilt, shame, or fear. Healing begins when you ask, what in me needs to be seen, not silenced? Part for practical steps to find your meaning. Let's bring this down to earth. Here are 3 practical ways to begin the journey from motivation to meaning. 1. Journal with honesty. Ask yourself, what am I doing that feels empty? What have I always wanted to say yes to, but keep pushing away? Let your inner voice speak without judgment. To track your emotional patterns. Where do you feel most alive? Where do you feel most drained? These are clues to your alignment or your disconnection. 3. Practice shadow integration. Notice when you judge others, that judgment often reflects a rejected part of yourself. Instead of pushing it away, explore it. Ask, what does this part of me need? Meaning grows when we reclaim what we once abandoned. Part 5. Why meaning sustains you. Here's the difference. Motivation gives you moments of energy. Meaning gives you momentum for a lifetime. A life built on meaning can weather storms. Because it's not about outcome, it's about integration. It's about being fully alive in your truth. No matter the result, you stop performing and start being. You stop chasing and start creating. You stop asking, how do I stay motivated? And you start asking, what is my soul asking of me right now? Coming home to yourself. So here's my question to you. When was the last time you felt truly connected to your life? Not because everything was going well, but because you were showing up fully, honestly, deeply. That's the path Jung spoke of, not perfection, not performance, but integration, wholeness, meaning. Today, I invite you to stop chasing motivation and instead start searching for meaning. Not out there, but in here, in your story, your struggle, your silence. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you'd like, and ask yourself, what is trying to emerge through me? That's where your journey begins. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, let it live on. Share it with someone who might need it. Leave a comment below. What meaning are you ready to reclaim today? And if you'd like more videos like this rooted in soul, psychology, and self-discovery, subscribe and join this growing community of seekers, because your journey to meaning matters, and it begins now. Thank you for being here.